Look, this one's going to be a little bit of a difficult topic. There is a movie called John Dies at the End. Okay? It was written. Give me a second here. Wrote? It was scribed by a man known as David Wong. David Wong, that's correct. But David Wong does not fucking exist. It's very annoying. I know. David Wong does not exist. Eventually, we found out that David Wong is actually a middle-aged white man. I assume he's white. The issue I've always had with the pseudonym for the writing, what he wrote under is, why pick an Asian name? David Wong? Like, if you wanted to blend in, I guess, rather than pick John Smith or something, right? He didn't pick John Smith. He didn't blend in totally. But this movie is actually really good. It's adapted from his book. But here's something else. This guy's kind of an asshole. But the problem is, even though he's kind of an asshole, and he's self-admittedly an asshole. If you go to his page on any social media stuff where he creates content, he just enjoys being an asshole. There's some of these content creators that what they'll do is, and this is hard for me. This is hard for me because this is one of those things where I have to talk about something truthfully, but at the same time, I have to tell you to also do the next part, which is watch the fucking movie and buy his book. That's the hard part, is I have to be truthful, but also after you hear all this, you'll also have to do the second part. And that's tough. That is tough for me because it's an alignment thing in my head where I'm like, well, fuck the author, right? But you can't, because a lot of his content is pretty valid, but he does that thing that some of these content creators do where and I don't think I do that at all. I don't think I slip in these little bullshit. Like, if I'm talking about something, I'm telling you the truth. I don't need to slip in extra little quibs to get you to really get riled up. Like, if I was to do a video on, say, political, let's just talk about political because it's the easiest way to, I'm not going to do a video about Trump and then be talking about something that he did. And then I don't need to, and then also slip in, like, stop the video and be like, that fucking guy, right? Or like, orange man, alert. I don't need to throw these quibs in to support my opinion. Like, I have the opinion. I don't need to also basically persecute my audience. Like, some of the things, here's a good example. If he does a review on something and he inserts, well, if you're that kind of person who would enjoy this crap, then I guess, I don't have to constantly attack my audience. Most of the time, I am here to share something with you that I think is worth your time. And I will make jokes, and I'll make jokes about myself, and I'll do stuff, but I don't intentionally go after my audience because, one, I really don't know you guys, right? And two, I think I have a little bit of a certain respect for you, knowing that, like, you're watching me, you're giving me your time. I should respect that time no matter what you feel about me personally, because there is people who hate me. Trust me. I've talked to them at length, because when I tell people that I respond to comments, I fucking mean it. And I've had one that continued for 3 days. And I told him, if you keep responding, I will keep replying. We went at it for 3 days, 8 hours a day. I'm not kidding. At the end of it, I was like, so you're not clocking in for your shift today? Because the man must have used all his free time to just reply to me. Now, having said all that, because we're way off topic here, the man writes some pretty good stuff. And you know me, I am a sucker for good writing. If something has good writing and a good idea behind it and a good twist and something that I haven't seen before, like some of you might know a movie called Risk Cutters: A Love Story. Personally, you know, that's one that I should do a video on because I think a lot of people would like it. But solid writing and the way everything goes, that doesn't mean that like a movie or something has to look good, be the best quality or whatever. It's just, dude, if it has a good story, I'm down. I'm down for the ride, even if that ride is very low budget or whatever, because I think some stuff is worth at least experiencing once. Now, he has other books, and he has similarly, I feel like his book ideas are, I feel like when he's writing, and this is not experience that I'm pulling from that I know, okay? This is just what I think. I feel like his book ideas start with the premise of, let's make something people haven't seen before. And I wish this would be a thing that all people would do, but you have to understand, Hollywood doesn't like that. You know, the real moneymaker is you write the book, then you own the movie rights and series rights and all this other rights that come with owning the fact that you wrote the book. And you can get more money for doing no extra work, which is really nice. But they can murder your baby. And what do I mean by murdering babies? Thank you, YouTube, for the demonetization. I mean, just because you wrote a book does not mean you get to say everything that goes in it. And this brings me to my next problem. This movie that was made, okay, does not fully represent the book in the way, and I'm not talking about just, well, the book was better. No, it fully does not represent how good the book actually is. So it's a problem. I really like the movie, but if I had to say, like, if you watch the movie, is it as good as reading the book? Absolutely not. But it's not just, it's not good enough. It literally does not encapsulate. If you read the book, there will be so many more scenes and so much more explanation and so much more time carefully crafting this universe, and the twists are bigger, stronger, punchier, and they don't leave loopholes and they don't leave holes. I mean, sure, there's always some of those in writing where you write something and you forget to tie up a loose end and you get to the end and you're like, I'm sure it'll be fine. But one of you will always catch it, right? So this is one of those things, and I want to watch the trailer with you. It's one of the things that we're going to do. But keep in mind, even though I'm definitely recommending this, and I'm definitely recommending the book and his other works, this Jason, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. Jason Pargin? I don't fucking know. We'll have to get it translated later. But let's watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer. It is not a replacement for the book, though, is what I'm trying to get at. It will be like two separate things.
Solving the following riddle will reveal the awful secret behind the universe, assuming you do not go utterly mad in the attempt. If you already happen to know the awful secret behind the universe, Feel free to fast forward ahead.
David Wong? David Wong? Did you doze off there? Black stuff, this soy sauce. So it's a drug, right?
Just tell me what this stuff is, John.
Effects don't last that long.
The side effects don't last that long. The effects will last the rest of my life, I think.
Why don't you tell me about your friend John? I mean, that stuff, Dave. I'm remembering things that haven't happened yet.
You got to be really brave to ask yourself the scary questions.
Your friend is the only known survivor. The rest are dead. But he's not looking too healthy right about now.
It'd be opening doors to other worlds, man.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen, Arnie?
So leave the police station right now during all the commotion.
There's another guy in here with me. It's another cop.
No, there's not. Check the mirror.
How does somebody get into this?
There's dead guys and drugs.
It's kind of a long story, but now we can see things.
Things are in motion, Mr. Wong.
Nothing you're seeing is real.
I suppose you are wondering where you are.
You're having like a bad trip or whatever they call it.
But there is no magic.
Move now.
Got my attention, Mr. Wong.
Oh, it gets better. A lot better.
So, just continuing this thought, the movie looks crazy, kind of looks low budget, but it has good actors, and they sell the movie really well. Like, none of the actors feel like they're misplacing their lines or not comfortable with the situation or don't understand what they're supposed to be doing. So whoever directed this and whoever was really working with the actors had a good understanding of like the book and the emotions that needed to be conveyed. And at every step, they never break character. It never feels weird. And as you've seen, they have everyone from the guy who plays Clancy Brown, the guy who plays, different generations watch my channel, so you would know him from different things. The voice of Mr. Krabs or Highlander played, the bad guy. So either way, it has some good people in it. It has some solid acting. I will say, I don't want to discourage you if you don't like this guy's personality. His writing and the movie speaks for itself. I don't know that any of his other books have gotten other releases. I don't think any of his other books have been made into movies. But either way, if you liked this movie and you've watched it before, I'll let people know. You never know who's going to see your comment, and you never know who you're going to help to find more original content to watch. Thankfully, this one is on a ton of different services, unlike some of the ones that I've shown on this channel. I think you guys should watch it. If you do watch it, come back and tell me. Tell me how you liked it. I replied to every comment, and I'm just down. I'm down to get this out there and show this to people because it's definitely worth the watch.